WATE 6 on Your Side reporter Don Dare explains tonight the vet has been trying for 18 months now to verify an incident that is really causing just so much stress. Don?
That's right. He has 10% disability for hearing loss. He's seeking full disability for PTSD. So far, the VA has denied the claim, even though a government doctor says the former soldier has post-traumatic stress. The veteran says he was injured in 1986 during a training mission overseas when an ordnance on the tank he was in exploded.
I paid the mortgage and I paid the light bill.
Billy Queen had questions for his wife, Rose. She's catching him up on payments made while he was in a nursing home learning how to walk again last month.
I'm holding on to you.
Recently, Mr. Queen's health has deteriorated. Government doctors believe he has Parkinson's and multi-system atrophy, among other problems. Rose believes there are psychological issues as well.
Several years ago, Billy started having nightmares where he would wake up and start hitting me, and I really couldn't understand what was going on.
The round went off, and everybody started screaming, because we didn't know if we were hurt or anything.
Billy says a traumatic incident while in the Army 33 years ago still haunts him. In Germany, while riding in a Bradley fighting vehicle, a live round went off inside the tank during a training mission.
I was like, am I hurt? Am I shot? And you always get up, check yourself, are my legs there?
He was a private first class. At the time, statements were filled out for the record about the incident back in 1986.
30 years later, I'm tearing up the bedroom, waking up because I had a waking dream that it had happened, and it kept coming back. So I'm taking drugs now to keep me from having nightmares.
For nearly a year and a half, Rose filed papers to get her husband diagnosed by the VA. Then, a few months ago, he was finally sent to the VA hospital in Nashville.
The doctor has said he has PTSD as well as bipolar disorder, HDH. I mean, he has several things that are really affecting him, but no one seems to communicate, and he's the one suffering, and we're suffering this together.
Mr. Queen was diagnosed with a hearing loss from that 1986 incident in Germany. He gets a small disability check from the VA.
They gave him that 10% due to his hearing loss, which happened when he was in the tank, so it doesn't make any sense that they have only disabled him for the hearing loss and not the PTSD.
His request to receive disability for post-traumatic stress was rejected. He was told no one can find the records. As a result, it's not service-connected.
He has served this country, and he should be disabled, and that way he can feel himself that he is worthy.
I just don't have a solid quality of life that I would like to have so that I could be more independent and feel more like, a husband instead of having my wife take care of me.
The VA in Nashville writes 6 on Your Side, Mr. Queen has a pending appeal with our office, and a decision review officer is reviewing the claim.
I've got to jump through all these hoops to do their work. And I know probably there are plenty of soldiers that are having the same problem. If they're out there, I think they are.
Now, just last weekend, Billy and Rose turned to social media for help, and they may find it there. They've been in touch with some of Billy's Army buddies who served with him in Germany. They're hoping to gather some outside first-hand evidence about the incident aboard that Bradley fighting vehicle so long ago. And Kristen and Bo will keep you up to date in this case. And they're very concerned about this.
Hopefully some of these old buddies that he served with will be able to help him out.
Yeah, fill in those gaps.
Exactly.
Right.
Don, thank you so much. If you have a consumer question for Don, send him an email at ddare@wat.com. You can also call a 6 on Your Side hotline number at 865-633-5974.